before God our brother Scott, to give thanks for his life, to commend him to our merciful Redeemer, and to comfort one another in grief.
Scott's path led him to being a cop. He chose to walk a path fraught with danger. He chose to place himself in harm's way for others. And that's what sets each and every man and woman in uniform apart from the rest. His girls, Michelle, Aaron, and Amy, were his pride and joy. And when he talked about them, he lit up.
I think about what Scott would say about all this. A hero's tribute to a man who made the ultimate sacrifice. And I can see him now if he was here. He'd put his arm around me and he'd have a smirk on his face, a twinkle in his eye. He'd say, "Hey, not bad for a Humboldt grad, huh, cadet?" I will miss my brother. Scott, I love you. We love you. Rest now. We'll take your watch from here.
Lord, if you can hear me, I have something to say. If you're looking for yellow legal pads, Scott has them all. If you find paper clips that were straightened and left all laying around the office, he did it. If you hear the sounds of constantly clicking pens, he's doing it. Please watch over Scott and do him one favor, because he sure as hell deserves it. Point him in the direction of the best restaurant in heaven with half-price margaritas on Mondays.
This kid from St. Paul's West Side, with the frequent smile, the low-key demeanor, the guy who could toss out witty one-line crackers, as my brother Mark has called them. They'd bring smiles, took the edge off of stressful situations. This big-picture problem solver was living a lot of his dream. And then in an instant, he's gone. And we grieve deeply.
Take my hand, take my whole life too. If I can't help falling in love with you.
And we know that when so many lights shine, even dimly, each individually, when they shine into that darkness, eventually they form a great light. That is what this community and our state has done in this past week. All of that light is shining toward you, Michelle, Aaron, Amy, and the Patrick family. We have gathered together and surrounded this family with light, casting out that darkness. Today, we focus on the light.
Receive Scott into the arms of your mercy, into the blessed rest of everlasting peace, and into the glorious company of the saints in light. Amen.
Has promised good to me, and His word my hope
fire calling 2231. All units, Officer Scott Patrick, badge 2231, is out of service. End of watch, July 30th, 2014. Mendota Heights Police Department, badge 2231, is 10-7.